Okay guys, I had to come inside because it was just too noisy outside, and I'm not faulting any of my neighbors because everybody has stuff to do outside on the weekend. So I thought I'd come down here, and this is my broadcast area where I also do a weekly broadcast on Facebook Live, stuff that I do in the ministry. So I thought we'd come down here. I'm going to be down here later on anyway. So I thought I would just do this brief video with you guys. And we have talked about Maverick stuff. You've seen the videos that pop up on occasion about fishing, stuff that I just do for fun. And I share that not to gain viewers or even for content. It's just like stuff I just want to do. And that's me sharing part of my life with you guys. So something that I feel like I can share and enjoy, and fishing is one of the things that I enjoy other than doing cars. Now, first and foremost, if you were to tell me you can't do one or the other, I would do car stuff all day long, every day. Fishing is one of those things that I get enjoyment out of, but I have always liked to create, design things, build things as it pertains to things in the automotive industry. That being said, the Maverick is on its journey. At one point I did stop doing Maverick stuff because I just didn't have time to do them, and basically after I started this channel, we had a lot of things in my personal life that had to be taken care of. So during the time that we paused from doing those things on the Maverick, and so the Maverick industry as a whole, when I came into this, I was one of the first ones that was posting Maverick content, and that's what fueled and fired this channel and got it up and running. And I was not able to maintain that due to other obligations that I have in life. So yeah, we took a brief hiatus from doing that type of stuff, and I've kind of gotten back into it, but it's not the same. There are more people. Most likely I don't go out and look for Maverick content on YouTube, but I'm sure there are other people who may, or I'm sure have done some of the same things that I have done on YouTube. And when you don't devote the proper amount of time to doing those type things, then your channel can become complacent, dry, and also old news. So I realize that in some of this stuff, but I'm still going to post it up anyway. I hope and pray that some folks who are out there who have stayed on the channel and watched as we have, slowly progressed, have watched, and I appreciate that. So we're going to continue to do those things. And I will say this, the success that I had in the early part of this channel has not been equaled or even come close to that since I took that time off. So if you can, if you would like for this channel to survive, please not only like, subscribe, and comment, because yes, those things are very important. And just interact and let me know what you guys think. When you comment, it goes a long way towards me knowing what you guys would like to see me doing in the future on this channel. And it also helps with the algorithms. And if you're going to watch the video, please watch the entire video, because that helps as well. And I'll try my best to make a video that's interesting enough for you to watch the entire time. So let's stop talking about those type things and get into this box. I have been waiting for this package. Matter of fact, I think I told you guys, you probably already know what it is. This is the tailgate spoiler. Now, everybody who has been online trying to order one of these knows what I'm talking about, and I tell you no lie. At one time they were saying it was going to be a 4-week delay. I went on there as many times as I care to even tell you, ordered it, and I would put it in the cart and it would never come, or they say your order has been canceled due to the fact that this item is no longer in stock. Now, the way this box looks, when these boxes come in and they're kind of squashed and wrinkled and all that type thing, sometimes I get worried, but sometimes also based on the way it's packed, everything should be okay. So I'm praying in this case that is so. So let's slide this. Well, there's no, now this item is not packed the way the other items that I have purchased was packed. All the other items had packing around the item and they were in plastic bag. This one is just in a bag, and I hope and pray that it's okay. But it is a big box, so you could have smashed this box up and it probably wouldn't have hurt anything, but we're going to find out in just a minute. Oops. Sorry about that, guys, but hey. And of course it comes with the Ford directions on a little printout like that. On all the Ford parts that are licensed by Ford, it will come with these little QR code that you can sign into and get the directions onto your phone or computer, whatever. Well, as I pull it off, again we see some of the same things that we have seen on all the other parts that we have installed recently. You have the two-sided tape all the way around, but this does not come with any 3M adhesive. I'm going to assume that you don't need it. I think this is just basically going to sit right down on top of the stock area where the tailgate trim is, and it should be okay. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. It's not scratched up, beat up or anything. It looks as it should. And we're going to install this in just a little while, but it was so noisy outside, and the fact that it's about 95 degrees again today, we'll see how it looks on the truck in just a few minutes. Okay guys, we are about to get out here and totally clean up the Maverick, because in order to install the Maverick tailgate spoiler, we're going to have it cleaned up, and then after that we won't be able to wash the vehicle or get it wet for at least 24 hours. And it actually tells you don't drive it for 24 hours. So we're going to install it, and then I'm not going to go anywhere today, but we're going to wash the vehicle up, get the tailgate spoiler installed, and then for all you guys who may be new to the channel, we're going to go around the Maverick and tell you each and everything that we have done to the Maverick inside and out. So hang on and let's get busy. Okay guys, we have finished cleaning up the Maverick. So we're going to go ahead and install that tailgate spoiler. And it's very simple. It has two-sided tape on every part that is to come in contact with the tailgate where you're going to mount it at. I've taken my tonneau cover off because it's going to be kind of, well, I didn't really need to, but I was cleaning under there anyway, so I just went ahead and did that. So in preparation for installing the tailgate spoiler, we're supposed to wipe that whole area down with alcohol just like we did in all the other installs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This outside edge that I'm cleaning off doesn't need it because it's not going to be locked down there. But while I'm at it, all right, now that that is all clean, the next thing that we're going to do is prep the spoiler for the install. First thing we're going to do, we did the first thing already, but what we're going to do now is we're going to sit it up on there, see where it's going to fit down for the last time, and put it in place. And you don't have to be super duper exacto with a grease pencil and all that. That's not necessary. Look at it, center it on both sides, take a mental picture of it where it was at, knowing that you got the same amount of room on each side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to peel back. Now you're going to have to cut some of the two-sided tape into sections. Now on the top where we were just now, I'm going to cut it about every 6 inches. That way I'll have enough to pull back, push it into place, and pull that one section out and work my way on around the top. And then also we're going to cut it actually we're going to cut these pieces in half here, half here. It's already got one side. It's already in 3 sections. So we're going to cut it half, half, and half, and peel those sections back. And of course, peel back the ends a little bit so you can grab and pull those out as well. So let's get to getting. Okay guys, we have all the edges of each piece of tape taped to the outside of the spoiler. Now the only thing that we have to do before we position the spoiler for the final time is to wipe the entire area down with some adhesion promoter, which is also included in the kit. Okay, we're going to wipe down the entire area around the edges so that we can get the spoiler locked in. Give you guys an up close and personal view as to where I'm wiping at so you won't be confused. Now the adhesive is going to go right along this edge here, right along this edge here. Matter of fact, I'll get the spoiler and show you. When we look at the inside edge of the spoiler, it's going to fit. It's all the way at the outside edge of the spoiler itself, the outside edge. So when you set this in place, we know without a doubt that it's going to be on the inside edge where we need to wipe that adhesion promoter. So we're going to take this little doodad. I don't want to get it all over my hands, but we're going to wipe this entire area. And you can see it with this adhesion promoter. Should be plenty to do this area. We're not going to waste a whole lot of time. We are not going to waste a whole lot of time getting it on here because I'm not sure what is the length of time that this stuff is supposed to stick. But when you get down here to the edge, the spoiler is actually going to be on the metal of your truck itself. So we're going to wipe this whole area down with the adhesion promoter. This whole area just below the black part. I'm going to hit the black part too, just as a safeguard. Just below the black part, and I'm wiping the black part down too, just for added measure of security for my brain. Now we're going to take the spoiler and sit it into place. Make sure we have it in the proper position that we already talked about earlier. It should fit up flush with the edge of the current rubber piece that's on here. I'm going to double check. Move it down the hair on this side. Move it in this way a little bit. And when I think I have it equidistant on each side, which it is, I'm going to start with the inside edge stuff first. So I'm going to work my way all the way down. And each time I pull off a piece, you need to put down as much pressure as you can possibly push, because this stuff needs to be locked in place. It's plenty warm out here, so the surface area should be money. So now I'm going to take as much pressure as necessary and push this down as firmly as I can, making sure that the tape is getting locked in. Now I'm going to work this last edge over here. It tells you to take a fiber towel. That way you're not putting marks all over your brand new spoiler. And I'm going to lock in the edge. Pull this piece off of the edge. Lock that down. This other edge, I'm going to leave that edge there. I'm going to wait till I get the rest of the top in. Pull this edge off. Now I'm putting a little bit of pressure with my body to make sure that it stays locked in. Work my way right on around. Don't get too aggressive. Pull each piece. That tape sticks way better than I thought it would. Pushing it in, pushing it down. Now that plastic piece, the original plastic piece, you hear that popping and cracking. It does give a little bit, so not much you can do about that. Just make sure you're putting proper pressure And we're going to come back and go over the whole area again with a little more pressure as we get it locked in. And we'll work our way all the way around. And it's got plenty of heat in it. I know it tells you to put some heat on it, but that's mainly for if you're doing it in the winter time. You might have an issue there, but I don't think doing it right now because it's about 80 plus degrees out here. So I don't see that as being a problem. All right. Like I said, that crackling noise is the actual original piece under that giving, but you're actually putting pressure on it to lock in your two-sided tape. Now we're going to come around here on the edge first. It's a little piece on the edge, so got to be careful with that one because there's only a little bit of tape on this one. So make sure I lock that edge in. Gently sneak it on out of there. It's only a short piece, only to the corner. There we go. Now we're going to put pressure on that, on the corner. Now I'm going to move my cell phone around, hit this opposite corner. Pull that in. Lock that down. Now we'll work our way right on around the underside. We're going to work our way right on around the underside on this side, this corner. And I kind of got the feeling that these corners will probably be the most likely area that will possibly come up. The other, I think it should be safe. Now when we get to the underside, I only have 3 long pieces. It should go all the way. Uh-oh, that one tore. Where's my other piece of tape at? Houston, we have a problem. I'm gonna have to sneak up under that edge. Okay guys, we did have a little snafu. We had one of the pieces of tape, it tore off, and I had to reach under and grab the end of it, but I was able to get it. It wasn't completely locked in yet, but we only have one more piece to go. This one should carry us all the way to the end. All right, we locked it in. I put enough pressure for my whole body on that thing, it ain't going nowhere. But as you could see, I hope you were able to see, I did have a couple of issues. Some of the places where I put the tape and got ready to pull the backing off, it tore off, and I had to pull it back just a little bit and reach my finger in there and grab a little piece where I knew that it stopped. But we were able to save that. It should be okay. I don't think it's coming up at all. So, and there it is. What do you guys think? Let's get a look at it. Finished product. Okay. Beautiful. And for all you guys that are thinking about getting the spray and bed liner, this is what my spray and bed liner looks like after almost 5 years of use. In November, I'll have 5 years on my vehicle. So it really does hold up well. Today was the very first time I even ever cleaned it out, and it had been dirty. I hauled all kinds of stuff in it, and was able to do what I had to do. Hauled my mom and dad's furniture from their estate, and it still looks perfect. So let's look at all the things we've done, if we can do that in the next 3 minutes. Okay, we just installed the tailgate spoiler. We had a video where we installed all these mud flaps. You can go back and look at those videos if you're interested in installing mud flaps. It's really not that bad. We installed the MagnaFlow high flow exhaust, high performance. Of course, we have the Motegi wheels with the Nitto 421 radials on it. Those are 19 by 8.5. We installed the Maverick stripe back when they were first coming out, and I ordered that from Estonia. Didn't know it was coming from Estonia until I found the tracking, and it says your package will be there soon, and it showed that it was coming from Estonia. We did put on the carbon fiber style badge surround, and of course, those who watched the last video, we installed the roof spoiler. These stripes that are on the hood, these are my custom stripes that I did myself. And of course, you guys who've been watching at least the last month or so know that I did the Maverick custom striping. Of course, we did the bug deflector. That has held up perfectly, have not had an issue. And then, of course, you guys who have been around saw the front spoiler. We also did the carbon fiber covers over the side vents. I like those, they've held up well. The ones we did around the mirrors, they were terrible. They faded, they were tough getting off. I actually put some scratches on my mirrors trying to get them off. Now let's go inside real quick. The inside, we have seat covers that we have, they've held up pretty well. I like to get some new ones, but I pulled them off and looked at the seats today, and the seats look perfect, so not worried about it. We did a little cover over the armrest. We did carbon fiber pretty much everywhere on the inside, around the door bezel. And I will say this, the chrome pieces that are on these switches on your doors, mine have cracked and they're falling off. Not a good job for it. But the other parts of the interior have held up very well. This type of dash, it doesn't get really dirty. It does get dusty, and you just wipe it off with a cloth. Of course, we did the screen protector on our screen. We did the carbon fiber around the top switches, around the AC, all of those carbon fiber down here around these switches and the cup holders. We did the carbon fiber on the steering wheel, up here, down here. We did the surround carbon fiber even around this area, around the dash. We did the copper colored anodized button covers on all of these up here, down there, as well as the one in the center. We even did the carbon fiber on the doors in the back as well. We did the carbon fiber up here around the sunglass holder, and yeah, we got a good time. I don't have them in right now, they're outside where I clean them. I have the WeatherTech mats. We did upgraded speakers in the doors. Of course, you can't see them. There's a video on that from way back when. And back when Ford was offering a lot of accessories, when the Maverick first came out, they came out with these sill plates. And these things were really super expensive. I expected them to be, you know, kind of, oh, that's what they were? You can't really tell when we order them, but hey, they're in there. And they've held up well. Go around here to the other side. Here are my WeatherTech mats. Now, they do what they do. I washed them out and they've held up well, but I will say this, dirt still gets around those up by the pedals. But other than that, they've held up well. Back seat area, have not had any issues. Even though I have my grown kids back here a lot of time, it still looks brand new. And I have About 37,500 miles on mine. We got these covers here for the back. Let's get under the hood real quick because my battery is about to die. And one of the things that we have an issue with, we did install the hood struts. Sometimes the hood opens all the way. Sometimes you have to get out there and give it another little tug. Looked like it popped up that time, so let's see if it's going to open right up and be cooperative. All right, see? Now, that's one place I didn't clean that I wanted to and I didn't. Of course, we have the Redline hood struts. We did the EcoBoost engine cover. And don't ask me which vehicle that came off of. I can't remember. I bought it from one of the other YouTubers. And coolant's up to max. We also did the Steeda strut tower brace way back when. And all of that is held up well. And the things that you can't see, of course, are the lowering springs. We have the Ibach sport springs on it. So that's a quick review of the Maverick and the install of the tailgate spoiler. Take one last look at it. I think it complements the truck very well. I was looking at the panel that they have that goes right here. There's a black panel that's supposed to tie all this in together. I have seen the fender flares that they have for these. Not digging those, not gonna add those at all. I'm pretty satisfied with where it looks. I may get that panel. It's kind of pricey, and I've put it in the cart like some of the other stuff, and it keeps telling me an error. You can't put it in the cart, so it's probably on back order or something, I don't know. But anyway, that's it, guys.